What's going on, guys? Back here at the Battlegrounds Cafe for another local tournament. It was a smaller tournament this week, but here we are. We had a six-man tournament, and what won is a yellow deck, of course. Yellow, winning again. But we have a young man here running a older deck that people think are not very good, but he's proving us all wrong this week. So hold on, and we will get to the deck profile.
Hey guys, Berg here. I won today's local event with yellow whis. The leader's pretty good, I think, and I think some of the cards in the deck are quite cool. On the front side, it's just on swing, draw a card, and then when you combo with the yellow skillless, you can play it on your opponent's turn, and then it awakens at 4 life, or when you have a unison with specified cost of 2 in play. So the unison I ran today was the Vados unison, the one that goes with the deck. Its auto is what is the big reason to play it for. On your opponent's turn, when you get swung at, you can combo with a skillless card from your graveyard, and that enables free play from graveyard, so you have an extension of your hand, and there's certain draw outlets in relation to comboing. Besides that, the +1 can tap something down, so you can swing into it, or you can kill it with other cards that kill things in rest mode. And then its -4 plays 2 15Ks, just to finish out the game even more efficiently. For extra cards, we run 4 copies of Power of a Super Saiyan. The card's broken, and it draws a card. It does everything the deck needs. It taps something that you need to be tapped, it draws cards, it can negate if you need to, and it turns on riposte. So overall MVP today. 3, Vegeta's Final Flash. The deck doesn't have a lot of barrier removal, however, its removal is very, very good at what it does. So just being able to go swing, pay 1, blank something skill, and then swing with the Divine Presence Goku and kill it is really, really powerful and can make it so that your opponent's big plays get negated really efficiently. 3, Frieza's Army Reinforcements. The pickup of life is really, really good late game as well as for defense, and worst case scenario, you charge it early to turn on your riposte and steadfast Gokus.
Hey, we have a problem here, folks.
I'm a broke high school student. Come on, man.
One foil.
Dude.
Non-foils.
Oh gosh. Cut me some slack.
It's just a fun video, folks.
Yeah. For the first battle card we play, it's Whis, a Helping's Hand. Basically, it's just a top 5 searcher for any of your skillless or your 2-drop unison, so you can awaken on 2. And then its second auto is where it really becomes really powerful, is whenever you combo with a skillless battle card, you draw a card. So on your opponent's turn, they can swing at you, then you combo with a card from grave, draw a card, and then play the 15k out, which comes in untapped, so you can effectively get 10k's worth of value if you're worried about comboing out of things, and then still also draw a card.
So with this card, would you say that this is a budget-friendly red Gohan U7 build?
No, because it runs Final Flashes and powers, but without it, of course, you can run like a more basic version of the deck with just the engine and some of the promos, which are really cheap. At full power, of course, it's going to be expensive, but yeah. This card's overperformed. It got an instant removal on site when I played it, which felt really, really bad. However, I never felt like I needed it to stick in order to efficiently play the game. For our skillless, it's 4 of each, 4 of the Goku and 4 of the Vegeta. They're 2 cost 15k skillless battle cards, which normally 2s are 20s, but because you can spam them so efficiently, they don't want 20k's coming in really efficiently. Otherwise, you could just play aggro and then make your opponent really, really sad, really, really fast. And then they evolve into the Deity's Disciples for 1, which draws you a card. The Goku is by far the best card in the deck. Like, it's the reason you play this leader. It can, on swing, it's a 20k crit, and then when you swing, you kill something in rest mode. There's no energy requirement, it's just as long as it doesn't have barrier and is in rest mode, it just dies. And then the Vegeta is whenever they activate a counter, you can restand him and negate his skills, so he becomes a 20 double, and then they negate it, you can restand it and just go 20 single. When both die, they play the opposite skillless from the graveyard. So if there's any battle tricks where, like, I was playing against Blue Bojack for one of the games, and I swung with Deity's Disciple Goku, he comboed Bojack and played it, and then bottomed back to the Vegeta, the double striker, because he was on 2 life, and then I played the Goku from grave, and then just on the backside of my leader, used the pay 1 skill to go grab the 20k, and then have a 20k crit that killed the card he just played.
Ready?
4 Krillin super combo because it is the best yellow super combo. Zamasu was in deliberation, but I think we tap down enough stuff, and just drawing cards is always going to be good. The only thing I actually noticed that was mildly annoying was the fact that I was getting stalled at 6 a lot today. People weren't swinging into me once I awakened, because you will pick up to 6 when you awaken. So it was just a 0-0 for the longest time. It's a pretty good problem to have, I think. 2 Poutine. This card's broken, and it's really, really easy to be played. Your Unison +1 can play it. Your Power of a Super Saiyan can play it. Some other cards we're getting on to in a little bit can play it. And it's just really, really efficient value. And as long as you don't miss any triggers for it, you can get a lot of just tempo. Because at the end of the day, this is like a mid-range tempo build where you need to build advantage faster than your opponent. And something really funny that you can do with this is if they go Baby Hatch on a Deity's Disciple Goku play, you can tap it down and then kill it with the Goku auto, because you can choose when your autos fire. So overall, really, really strong card. Probably should be hit somehow on the ban list, but it's fine at the end of the day. No matter what happens.
Because when it comes to these black cards, they hit the red one, they hit the green one, which is the Goku. This is the one that is the only one that they did not hit.
Besides
which I feel should have been, but because it's the most broken.
Yeah. Then 4 Son Goku Steadfast Assistance. Pay 1, draw 1, comes in tapped, regardless of barrier, regardless of energy cost, and it's a blocker. So,
Giant ball with a blocker.
Giant ball with a blocker, and drawing a card's always good as well. It helps you find things, and you can get it early as turn 2 because you're an untap 1, draw 1 leader. So you can just go play Unison, flip my leader over, have 1 up for this or riposte. Very, very powerful play. I used it to tap down, what's it called? Against the Bojack matchup, I used it to tap down the dual attack Bojack and then just kill it with Divine Presence. And then in the Xenos and Shenron, he attempted to go Oceanus, and I wasn't going to play the Oceanus Gauntlet, so I just tapped it down with this and then killed it with Divine Disciple because it just wouldn't have a blocker for the next turn. 2 Return of the Dragon Fist. This didn't come up today. However, the reason I run it is because in the longer games, you need a way to close, like really, really efficiently. And paying 3 saying you cannot use any battle card negates or your 0-0 super combos are turned off for these battles is really, really efficient at ending the game. Also, you draw a lot of cards, so your dump can be really high. I think I was running test hands one time and I dumped up to 205 on this.
Did you ever feel like you needed 1 or 2 more?
2 was perfectly fine. You draw enough cards in the deck, I think, to always have options because your Steadfast draw you cards. Whis drawing a card on both players' turns is really, really efficient because you can go combo with Skillus on my turn, draw a card, and then combo the same Skillus from grave using the Unison auto to draw another card and then play the 15k.
Yep.
So I was cycling through my deck. I honestly was worried about decking myself at points. Then finally, Mecha Frieza Robotic Riposte. This card is absolutely insane. It's so stupid. It's pay 1 for a 15k that says your opponent can't swing unless they tap something down. So just watching my opponent struggle to go through things like paying 1 for just a cantrip so they could swing through and not have any energy up for defense just so they could try to get some pressure onto my battle cards was insane. And just having a 15k as another swing is just another card from hand. So every turn he stuck around was just more and more advantage my way.
So I didn't see it, but where was your secret?
I forgot sleeves at home. I would be running Kai in this list. Pan probably would be better because it spams, but I'd be running Kai in the deck. I just forgot sleeves because I'm stupid.
And then in the 3 rounds that we did, what was your opponents?
I played into Blue Bojack, Blue Bergamo, and Black Xenos Shenron. And Black Xenos Shenron was scary because I couldn't use the Whis SR to draw cards because I would just deck myself at that point. However, I was able to just turn the gas on fast enough that I just was able to kill him.
Alrighty. Well, there we go, folks. The Whis profile, the winning deck for the week. You guys have a good one. We'll see you later.